In this video, we will be looking at William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, Act 1, Scene 2. We start at the home of Peter Quince, where we are introduced to a group of eccentric characters known in the play as the Mechanicals. There's Peter Quince himself, Francis Flute, Tom Snout, Robin Starveling, Snug, and the star of the show, Nick Bottom.
You love me! You really love me!
The group have gathered to rehearse a play they hope to perform at Theseus and Hippolyta's wedding. The play within a play is called The Most Lamentable Comedy and Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe. The play follows two love-struck next-door neighbours, Pyramus and Thisbe. Sadly, their families do not approve of their relationship and try and keep them apart.
We need to build a wall, and it has to be built quickly.
The two young lovers keep their romance alive by talking through a hole in the bedroom wall that separates them. One night, they arrange to meet in secret by a tree next to an old tomb. Thisbe arrives first, but is greeted by a lion covered in blood after a recent kill. Thisbe panics. As she flees, she unknowingly leaves her garment behind. When Pyramus eventually shows up, he sees the bloody lion with Thisbe's garment and assumes Thisbe has been eaten. Distraught, Pyramus kills himself. Thisbe soon arrives back at the tree and sees Pyramus's dead body. After a small period of mourning, she then decides she can't possibly live without Pyramus and also kills herself. Nice to see a happy ending. Not. Now, back to Peter Quince and his merry gang of outcasts. Quince is dishing out who is going to play who in the play. Nick Bottom is assigned the role of Pyramus, and as suspected, he revels in the idea, telling Quince that his performance will be so good that the audience will cry storms with him. Flute is designated the role of Thisbe, but there's one problem. Flute is a man. In Shakespearean times, women were not allowed to act on stage, so young men would play the female roles because they had no facial hair and higher voices. Flute pleads he has a beard coming through.
You got a beard!
Usually, when a male actor started to grow a beard, he had to move away from female roles, but Quince tells Flute not to worry, that the mask will hide his beard and he will be fine. Whilst Flute is hesitant, Nick Bottom is anything but. He declares that he will play both Thisbe and Pyramus. Quince quickly dismisses this, and Flute reluctantly agrees to play Thisbe. The rest of the roles are soon dished out. Starveling will play Thisbe's mother, Quince assigns himself the role of Thisbe's father, and Snout will play Pyramus's father. Snug is given the role of the lion, and quickly becomes nervous about forgetting his lines, even though the lion has no lines. The only thing he has to do is roar.
Roar!
Bottom again pipes up, telling Quince he'll play the lion too, and that his roar will be so good, Duke Theseus will demand for him to roar again. Quince once again talks Bottom down, telling him his roar will be too scary for the ladies in the audience and this would result in the actors being hanged. This, of course, is nonsense, but it shows the naivety within the group and adds to the comedy. Conscious of being hanged and told that he was born to play Pyramus, Bottom eventually relents and sticks to his original role. Finally, Quince tells them all in order to get the play exactly right, they must rehearse in the woods so as not to be disturbed by the crowds of people who will be desperate to see them practice.
Actors.
Believing Quince's tale, they all agree to meet in the woods the next evening. To summarise, in this scene we are introduced to the 6 Mechanicals: Quince, Bottom, Flute, Starveling, Snout and Snug. The men are preparing to perform a play based on the story of Pyramus and Thisbe. Bottom will play Pyramus, Flute will play Thisbe, Quince will play Thisbe's father, Starveling will play Thisbe's mother, Snout will play Pyramus's father, and Snug will play the lion. A quick historical note. Remember, this play is a comedy.
Despicable me.
Quince and his friends' distorted view of their acting abilities would have been the main comedic tool in this source, with Nick Bottom's outlandish and delusional attitude considered extremely humorous for Elizabethan audiences.
Stop it.
To get notified on new videos on this channel, please subscribe, and if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Thanks for watching and see you next time.